Have you ever found yourself stuck between two amazing people and you're not really sure which one to choose? Imagine what if the universe could actually help you make that choice by showing you certain signs as to which person to choose. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can follow the signs from the universe to pick the right person. Hello everybody, I am Vaishali Nikhade. I'm an engineer turned psychic with over 9,000 readings under my belt, and I show you how you can leverage the power of stars for your love life. So one of my clients, Sarah, she was at crossroads because she had two amazing people in her life. Not a bad problem to have, but it was a bad problem for her because she was kind of stuck. Her head said one thing and her heart said another, and she had feelings for both these people. And she just wanted to know where she was going to end up in terms of which person was going to be out of the picture and with which person things were going to move forward. And I suggested to her that she follow the signs from the universe. And I'm going to show you how you too can follow these signs from the universe and kind of figure out the answer if you are stuck between two people. And alternately, you could also use this same methodology if you have a person and you're unsure if things are going to move forward or not. So it's the same methodology that you would use. Your goal is to make sure that all the signs are pointing in the same direction. And in order for you to do that, you have to ask for multiple signs. Because when the universe starts showing you the signs, your mind is going to play tricks and say, oh, this is not a sign. This is a sign. This sign is pointing to this person. This sign is not pointing to this person. And your mind is going to just kind of get very convoluted, and it's going to put you in a scenario where you can't make sense of anything, especially if you are emotionally involved with the person. So following the signs is going to be something that is going to help you. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how following the signs can make all the difference in terms of you making the right choice or knowing the answer to the right choice sooner rather than later. By the end of this video, you will be able to confidently ask the universe for signs and follow these signs and know which path to take. So in this video, what we are going to cover is before following the signs, types of signs the universe sends you, and getting the outcome from the signs. So before you start following the signs from the universe, you have to have a clear question. And I am going to move forward with Sarah. That's the fake name I used for my client. So I'm going to move forward with Sarah. In Sarah's case, she had a dilemma of choosing between two people. If you have a dilemma where you're unsure of where things are going to go with one person, you can just use the same thing. Just follow along and just use it for one person. So her dilemma was to choose between two people, and she clearly had to ask signs on whether things were going to move forward with person one or whether things were going to move forward with person two. So before you follow the signs, you just ask the universe that show me the outcome with person one and show me the outcome with person two. And you could do it like you could just like leave it out there and see which sign you see first, whether it's person one or person two, because that's easier. Because sometimes it may be easier for the universe to show you signs for one person as opposed to the other. So you want to give it a little bit more flexibility so that the universe can kind of show you the signs faster or quicker. So that is before you follow the signs. So essentially you have to know what you're asking for, which is you're asking for an outcome amongst you and person one or amongst you and person two. And if you just have one, then you can just ask the outcome for one person. So now you have the types of signs. There's different signs or different ways you can detect the signs. And the first one is free flowing. Free-flowing signs is letting the universe show you the signs, which means that you're not really imposing any bounds on it. You're just letting the universe show you the signs, and that is free-flowing. Fixed signs is you are asking for something specific. You may ask for the name of a person. You may even ask for the full name of a person. I think I have a video like that. It's John Doemaker, and I'll try to find that video and link it here. So you can ask for the specific full name of a person. So that would be like a fixed sign. And then you could ask for comparison signs, which is person 1 or person 2. And then the universe is going to show you that it's going to blow away, or things are going to blow away with person 1 or person 2, hopefully not both of them. So hopefully you can choose between two people which are in your life. And if it shows that it's going to go out with both of them, then you just would have to move forward and kind of go through this exercise again when you meet the next person. All right, so the first one is the free-flowing signs. So the free-flowing signs are going to be signs where essentially the universe is going to kind of show you the sign in its own manner. And these ones can be a little bit harder to interpret because you have to have, essentially your intuition has to be tuned in, or you have to be tuned into your intuition, and you have to know that it's a sign. So let's say that this is you here. And let's say that this is when you start your day at 0. And this is when you end your day at 1. Let's do it 6 a.m. So let's say that you start your day at 6 a.m. and then you end your day at 9 p.m. So this is 6 to 9. All right. So you're going to go through different activities during your day. Okay. So maybe in the morning you're doing some stuff. In the afternoon, then maybe you go to work, and then maybe you come back from work and you have some spare time for yourself. Maybe you go to exercise, you have dinner, and then maybe you have some entertainment, something like that. So this is like the course of your day. So when you ask for a free-flowing sign, essentially what's going to happen is the universe can show you the sign anywhere along the course of the day. So that would be like the first one. The universe is going to show you the sign anywhere along the course of the day, number one, and you have to be able to kind of pick up that, oh, it just showed me a sign and the sign is for person 1, or oh, it just showed me a sign and the sign is for person 2. So technically your intuition needs to be a little bit developed to be able to receive the information. It's not like the information is not there, the information is there, but your level of awareness is not high enough and you're not interpreting that as a sign if your intuition is not well developed. So that is a free-flowing sign, which is you're asking the universe to show it. And this is the easiest way for the universe to show it because each one of us has different circumstances. And based on the circumstances, the universe is just going to kind of adapt the sign and show it in a way that it's going to fit in the daily schedule. So that is the free-flowing sign. So that's the first one. So now we go to the fixed sign. And then the fixed sign could be, let's say that this is Sarah again. And the fixed sign could be as simple as asking the name of a person. And like I mentioned, I'm going to link one of the videos here, which I did for showing the sign called John Doe. I changed it to John Doemaker and how the universe showed the sign. So you're welcome to watch that video as well. So the fixed sign could be to ask for the name of the person. So let's say that Sarah is looking for this outcome with this person, the outcome of the relationship with this person. In case of a fixed sign, what she would do is she would ask the universe to show her this name, this exact name, and believe it or not, it's possible. The universe will show her this exact name, and it's also going to show you the outcome with this person, which means that are things going to move forward or are things not going to move forward. So that is a fixed sign. Now, sometimes it's possible that the sign is not going to come in the way you want. Okay, that much I can tell you based on like the thousands of scenarios that I have examined and evaluated. The sign is going to come in a totally different way. So maybe you're thinking, oh, the sign is going to come, let's say, in YouTube video. And the sign doesn't come in a YouTube video. Let's say the sign comes as a street name, and the street name is Domaker Street. Or the sign comes in the form of this name showing up somewhere. So the sign will come. It's just that how it will come is what you have to watch out for. And then the way it comes, it is going to show you the outcome, whether it is whether this person, things are going to move forward with this person, or things are not going to move forward with this person. So that is more like a fixed sign, which means that you are telling the universe what you want to see. In this case, you want to see the name, and then you're kind of giving the task to the universe to show you this name. And then you want to be able to see this name and then also the outcome associated with this name. So that would be 1. So that is the fixed signs. Next, we go to signs. It's almost like you have to choose whether you should choose person 1 or person 2. So in this case, you are here, and what you're doing is you're specifically asking the universe whether what's going to happen with person 1. Are things going to move forward, or they're going to fall apart? And what's going to happen with person 2? Are things going to move forward or fall apart? And you're doing this because essentially you kind of want to know if things are going to move forward or fall apart with person 1 or person 2. And then the universe is going to show you the sign. It's going to show you the sign in such a way that you are going to be able to interpret this sign, and you are going to be able to tell whether things are going to move forward with person 1 or not, and whether things are going to move forward with person 2 or not. So now how exactly do you do these signs? So this is more like a comparison sign, whether it's pointing to point A or point B, person 1 or person 2. So it could be the name of a street, and you just keep seeing the name of a street. Okay, so that could be a sign. It could be the name of an exit. So that could be like another sign, especially if you're driving a long distance, then you have all sorts of different names for exits. So that could be the name of another sign. It could be like the car nameplate in front of you, there is something written on the top, and that by itself could be a sign. If you play a radio in the car, it cannot be a CD. It has to be a radio where the songs are random. You need a random distribution of songs. So if you have random distribution of songs and you play this radio in the car, then the song will actually show you the sign. This was actually one of the signs she got. She got one of the signs from like a few verses of a song. So the song can be a sign. Another way is maybe like you're watching TV and there's a news segment and you see the sign over there. So that was actually one of the other ways she got the sign. Like she was watching a news segment and she got the sign over there, and she was so bummed. She called me and told me that, oh my God, I got the sign. So it can be exciting when it happens. So so long as you kind of, your level of awareness has to go up, and you have to be able to understand that this is what the universe is trying to tell me, or this is the sign that the universe is trying to give me. So essentially, signs are everywhere around you. You just have to gain awareness that they are there, and you have to be able to connect the dots to be able to interpret them. One other thing is that in order for you to connect to the signs, you have to be observant, or your intuition has to kind of tell you that, oh, this is a sign. Otherwise, the sign will come and go, and you won't really know. So that's how you can use the signs in terms of determining whether things are going to move forward with one person versus things are going to move forward with the other person. So once you have the outcome from the signs, then what you need to do is see how things play out in real life. It is going to be rare that it's going to be extremely rare that the signs are incorrect. Your interpretation of it may be incorrect, but the sign by itself is not going to be incorrect. If your interpretation is incorrect, that means that maybe you used your head too much, or you used too much of logic in order to interpret the sign, or maybe you were in such a place or such a situation that you saw it as one, but it was really the other answer. So how exactly did she do it? I told you I would give you her story and share how exactly she is she was able to kind of figure out, Sarah was able to figure out as to what the outcome was going to be. So she looked for, so the first thing she asked for was free flowing signs. In the free flowing signs, essentially she randomly came across a video, and that video was a sign for her as to whether or not things were going to move forward with that person or not. But we need at least 2-3 signs, because we have to kind of compile that data and make sure all of it is coherent, or it's kind of pointing in the same direction. So then she asked for fixed signs, so essentially person 1 versus person 2. And then whenever she did that, she didn't ask for just one fixed sign, she asked for multiple fixed signs, which means that for person 1 versus person 2, she asked for 3 different signs. And every time she asked for those signs, she would get like the same answer. It kind of blew her mind, because she didn't really think that's what was going to happen. But the universe kind of gave her a clear, distinct answer. So that let's say that is more like a comparison sign or a fixed sign. It's more of a comparison sign, it's not really a fixed sign. So that's a comparison sign, person 1 versus person 2. So now the fixed sign would be like asking for the name of a person. So she has 2 people. Now she can just ask for the name of a person, say John Doe Maker, and then she can see when the universe shows her that name. And then when the universe shows her that name, she has to see, is it associating it with something positive, or is it associating it with something negative? If it associates it with something positive, then essentially what it would mean is that things are going to move forward. If not, things are not going to move forward. So that's exactly how you can use different types of signs, and then you can compile the data from all these signs in order to move forward, and you'll find that you'll have like a one solid answer which is going to tell you what's going to happen. And then you just wait and watch the movie as it plays out in real life, which is the hardest part always, because sometimes the signs are going to give you information which is going to leave you in disbelief. So in that case, you just wait and watch and see how the movie plays out. And it's very hard at this time to be neutral, because you kind of have the answer. But you do your best and try to be neutral, see how things play out, and kind of move from there. So now that you know how to look at signs from the universe, check out this next video on how you can move forward if you are stuck and looking for answers. I'll see you in the next video.